Black Americans make up only 13% of the United States population, yet make up 27% of total arrests, 33% of prisoners, and 38% of parolees. I was born into a family that was pretty poor, and my father was an alcoholic and very verbally and physically abusive person. And once I turned 18 and graduated from high school, I ended up signing up for the Army. And I signed up for the Army not so much as so that I can be in the Army for the right purposes, but as an escape to get away from the physical and verbal abuse that I was suffering at home. So once I got out, I decided I was going to live my life any way I wanted to. So I started selling drugs, and I sold drugs for nearly 4 years. Well, back in the 80s and 90s, crack was prevalent on the scene. Cocaine, even though you utilize cocaine to make crack cocaine was not really, being sold in the neighborhoods that I was in, which were the projects and the communities of color. I committed a wrong act, and I should have been and was held accountable for my wrong act. It wasn't until later on that I found out that there was a distinguishing factor between powder cocaine and crack cocaine, not in the utilization of it, but in the sentencing phase for it. After the fact, because of the biasness or racial discrimination in the sentencing scheme, the crime bill that was done in 1994, I fell in 95, a year after its passage, so therefore I was subject to higher penalties. I received 21 additional years because of the racial indifference between the two drug types and the areas that these drugs were sold in. I would say that the racial inequity that I noticed at sentencing followed me into prison, because once I got to prison, I was able to see several other people from many different states that had sentences the same as mine or greater than mine, even life sentences. So just me being able to witness on the compound itself, disparate charges and sentences for crack cocaine versus powder cocaine, or for other different offenses, how it kind of changed the momentum of things. I would say it caused a lot of violence and tension on the institution itself. I got released in 2016, and then because of the prosecutor appealing my sentence, I went back and ended up being released January 3rd, 2019. Now, mind you, had it not been for the First Step Act, I'd still be incarcerated today. Every person is made in the image of God. It's time for the church in America to lead on advancing racial justice.